Hey, what's going on? Rodney Stokes here, and in this video, I'm going to discuss the number one mistake that you need to avoid at all costs when you call yourself targeting and prospecting inside of different Facebook groups. And the reason I'm creating this is because I had someone tell me a couple of days ago that their sponsor, their upline, who brought them into the company, when they turned and asked, okay, how can I recruit? How can I bring people on board? They were told to go spam Facebook groups. Now, that's a big no-no. I mean, me personally, I've never done that. I mean, I've never seen the point in it, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm showing you an example right here. MLSP, you can see almost every group is going to give you the boot immediately. This one, for example, has a zero tolerance policy. One strike, you're out. And so that means no biz ops, no affiliate links, no video, basically no self-promotion inside of the group. So it kind of defeats the purpose if as soon as you get inside a group, the first thing you do is try to post spam inside of it and you get kicked out. So now you just lost access to a whole entire network of 20,000 potential customers. So it makes no sense. So instead, what you need to do is you need to siphon. It's a difference. You don't want to be a spammer. And Team Build 101, the first thing that someone's going to ask you when you bring them inside of your company, when you recruit them, they're going to turn around and say, well, how do I do that? How do I bring people on board? Because that's how you get paid, right? So if you were a spammer, let's say you were successful at it, that's not duplicatable because you can't tell your team to go spam. Everyone's going to get kicked out and then everything's going to collapse in on itself eventually. So why not tell them how to use a software like Social Prospector Pro, where you can friend request all of these people inside of this group. And let's say over a span of a couple of weeks to a couple of months, you fill up your entire friends list. Facebook gives us 5,000 friends list at any given time. They cap us at 5,000. So let's say you filled up out of these 20,000 members, 5,000 became friends with you. So what will be the difference between spamming your stuff inside of the group and now posting as an expert, as a professional, as a person of value on your timeline? Your friends are going to see it just like the people in the group would see it, minus you having all the risk of getting kicked out and labeled as a spammer. So in other words, once you fill up your friends list of 5,000 people out of this group, every time you post on your timeline, the benefits, reviews, your personal results, someone on your team's results, all of the positive stuff that's going on with your product or your service, it's going to be seen by 5,000 of the best people that can possibly see it. And at the end of the day, you're posturing yourself as a professional, as an expert. You're not a spammer, and people will seek you out. You will become the hunted instead of the hunter, because that's how you come off when you're spamming. It looks like you don't know how to market, you don't know what you're doing, and you're desperate, right? That's how it looks. So flip the script. Do it the clean way. Do it the professional way. Let's see. Let's go to members. Use Social Prospector Pro, use the Member Friender tool. And the reason I like to use Member Friender more than Post Friender is because if you look, let's see. So you see, for example, new to the group, Joseph Walker, Fatima, Dre. So here's the thing. When you are prospecting people, even with Facebook ads, even when you're running paid advertising, you can try your best to target people based on interest. But say, for example, if I was into a keto diet or if I was into a vegan lifestyle or whatever 5 years ago, I crossed that bridge. I saw it wasn't for me and I'm no longer interested. But I never went back and unliked those pages about vegan diets and keto, or I never removed myself from those groups. I would be a waste of time and effort if you came after me as a prospect, because I'm no longer interested, right? That time came and went. Or even the network marketing industry. People fail. People try it for 6 months, a year, and they give up. So why not go after people who are fresh into this, right? Who are pumped up, who are excited. They just joined a group about it last Friday. They just joined it 20 hours ago. So you get a chance to go after people who have this industry, who have this type of product, who have this type of lifestyle fresh on their mind, and they're pumped up and excited still. So again, by using Member Friender inside of Social Prospector Pro, you're going to be going after the cream of the crop. Not only do you know It's targeted because of the groups they join, but you also know that these people are serious and passionate because of the fact that they did join a group about it, right? So I hope you got some value from it. Again, if you didn't get anything from this video, please do not become a spammer. If that's all you take away, that's perfectly fine, because you're starting off shooting yourself in the foot because you're going to come off as a person that's desperate and not a leader. And in this industry, you want to make sure that you always are branding yourself as an expert. You're providing value, you're solving problems, and you're answering questions. So obviously you can't be both, right? One has to outweigh the other one. So again, I hope you got value from this. Got any questions, leave them below, and I'll see you next week.